It's just like, fuck, now you can't even create because you feel like you have to be a millionaire tomorrow. You feel like you have to post 20 YouTube videos to be successful. You feel like you have to do so many things to define the success. You don't even want to create anymore because of society. So I just typed up a whole article called The Unemployed Girl. And it's like, you know about inflation, né? You know about the system. You know about homeless. You know about the minimum wage. You know that the bills, the rent. We all know this stuff, right? But we all continue to play the game. We all continue to fall in line, and we don't seek for anything new. We all become the consumer instead of the creator. And we might think that we're the creator because, oh, we're making vlogs, right? We're making content, we're making memes. So yes, I'm a creator. But are we really? And I'm even talking about myself. Are we really creators? Because when you think about it, back 100 years ago, what was defined as a creator? What was the definition of a creator? That don't mean I know the answer. It's just a question. But I seen this meme. I can't fully remember it, but I remember it was saying 100 years from now, you're going to be forgotten. 100 years from now, they're going to forget about you. They're not going to remember you. And such and such, such and such, such and such. Valid, right? But 100 years from now, think about that. 100 years from now, what do you want to leave behind? And are you going to leave anything behind? And this is not no motivational speech, no inspiration, no da-da-da-da. This is just questioning reality. This is just 100 years from now. It's like when you think back to Martin Luther King Jr., the people remember, Rosa Parks, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you think back in time, those big names, why are they not forgotten? Because, going back to the real, going back to the meme, we're going to be forgotten, right? But are we? Some people will, some people won't. But the people who won't is the chosen ones. And we're actually all chosen ones. It's just some people, they tap into it, and some people they don't. And some people will later on, some people never will. But it's like, I don't want to look at it as like, oh, I will be forgotten. And even if I do, that's okay. Even if I'm forgotten 100 years from now, that is okay. But I don't want to be forgotten as like, I didn't leave an impact on humanity, And it could be the simplest things that you just made somebody laugh today. You're a comedian, you're making people laugh. That's beautiful. It don't have to be something extraordinary or like very big. But the things I think about when it comes to creativity is like society standards. And so I typed up the article, like I was saying, and I called it The Unemployment Girl. I don't know if that's the official title or not, but like randomly something was telling me to just type. When people would be like, oh, you want to write a book, just write. Something in my brain, it was just like, just type. I wasn't playing like, ooh, I want to create an article. Ooh, I want to create a vlog. Ooh, I want to create a blog. Da, 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 da. It's like, just type. And so that's what I did. I picked up the laptop and I just typed. I just typed, yo. And the things that I'm talking about is from spirit. The things that I'm talking about is from my ancestors. It's like, when we truly shut up our mind, and silence it, the answers come. The answers are here. They are within. Just in a few minutes, you can receive the answers. But it's so much distractions right when you open up your eyes. Even me speaking, even me talking, there is distractions that is coming up in my mind. I can talk and still be distracted. You know, I can talk and think about the chair in front of me. It's like right when you open up your eyes, you're distracted. But in reality, it's like when you close them and when you block out the physical, answers will come. Why do you think we have dreams? Why do you think we have visions? Why do you think we have nightmares? When you're dreaming, I'm not talking about daydreaming, when you're sleeping and dreaming, your eyes is closed. And people's like, dreams is meanings, dreams is meanings. Yes, it's meanings, but can we live by that in the real life too? It's like, I'm not going to say we have to wake up. It's like we have no choice. And thinking back 100 years from now, do we want the world to be like this? Do we want the world to continue inflations? Do we want the world to continue with homelessness, with struggling, with da-da-da? And then you might think like, one person, that ain't gonna, one thing, that ain't gonna be nothing. It is gonna be something. It is. I don't care. Like, even if it's half of 1%, it will be something. Like, if we speak up, if we come together, and it don't have to be a lot of people. It don't even have to be 1 million people. It could be 2 people, 1 person, you know. But once you speak up, once you question reality, once you quit your job, it's like, oh, reality. You know you might can be homeless. You know you might can be broke. You know, how are you gonna do this? How. It's back to that in our minds. See, I heard another thing where it's just like our minds is automatically focused on protection. Our minds just want to protect us, which is our ego. Because back in the day with our ancestors, they had to like, it's a tiger coming. You got to be aware that a tiger's coming. You got to be aware that the master's coming before you get whipped. You have to be aware that you hear the footsteps coming. That's back then. You know what I'm saying? Or you're looking for water. You're looking for food. Like you're in that protection survival mode. But now, in reality today, we still think like that. When's the bill is due tomorrow, rent's due tomorrow. I have to feed myself today. What am I going to eat today? Can I afford to eat today? You know what I'm saying? It's going to rain today. Do I have a jacket? Do I? It's survival mode. Boom, 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 boom. Survival mode is helpful, yes. But also, when do we ever live? When do we ever just live? And when I think 100 years from now, not just my family, just the world in general, how will they live? Will they suffer? And some people, they be like, well, I'm gonna be dead anyway. I don't care. I don't think we're here for that. I don't believe that we're here to not care. We're here to just, and a lot of people, they don't believe that we're here to just work. We're here to just suffer, but they accept that, you know? And it's like, it's so much. People might think you're crazy for even quitting a job. I quit a job I had so many jobs. And even right now, like, I quit my job before I left the States. It's been like a month and a half with me not having a job. And you might think how I'm doing it is, I don't know, because I still don't have a job. I still don't have a passive income. It might look like I do on social media. No, I don't. I don't have something consistently bringing me abundance. I just stacked up some money and then I left. And when that's out, I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't. But people look at you crazy like that. People think that you're living in a delusion, that you're delusional. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you just quit your job and how you going to make some income? I don't know. But you know what? It's like faith is believing without seeing. And no matter what the outcome is, the outcome can be like, okay, boom, I have to get a job. I have no more money.
Or the outcome can be like, boom, I just met somebody, I just got presented an opportunity to go help this community and make some money and da-da-da-da-da-da, you know? Or I just got an opportunity to go build my own community and live off great da-da-da. Or the opportunity could be homelessness. The opportunity, it can be anything. But who am I to define that? Who am I to think of the outcome? Because the outcome's going to come regardless. But I can't sit here and think about what it's going to be like. And you can't either. Whatever situation you're going through, you never know. We have visions there, but you would never know what the outcome is. So that's why you continue to just go with the flow. You continue to just keep on walking. You continue to just keep on creating, or you're going to continue to keep on consuming. You're going to keep on consuming the social media, consuming the food, consuming the system, the broken system. You're going to continue to consume, or you're going to continue to create. But then also you have to define what creation is, because people can stress us in life and they be like, oh yeah, I said this man was just like, oh yeah, you gotta get rich quick, make $1 million by 12 years old, and then you gotta buy 3 property buildings and get into real estate. It's just like, fuck, now you can't even create because you feel like you have to be a millionaire tomorrow. You feel like you have to post 20 YouTube videos to be successful. You feel like you have to do so many things to define the success. You don't even want to create anymore because of society. Because of society, you don't even want to think about creation. So you just sit back and consume because creation's too hard. And I'm the same way. I'm not creating, obviously, when my page is not consistent. I'm not creating 24/7 as I wish I can. There's days I'm consuming and I feel like a slug scrolling. And there's days I'm creating. But I feel like there should not be a balance. There should be one more than the other. You know? There should be one more than the other. But in society, it's the consuming more than the creating. And it's on purpose where we can't create because we got to go clock in today. We got to go clock in tomorrow. We got to go clock in next week. And then we only get one off day. And then now we go get drunk and we go smoke and da-da-da. And then we go back. We can't create. But that's because we're not making time to create. We're not even thinking on how we can create. What is creation to you? What is it? Because it's not going to be my definition. Your creation, like I said, might be a comedian. Your creation might be writing a book. Your creation might be making a YouTube channel. Your creation might be making music. What is creation to you? Fuck society. Forget what your parents are saying, what your family is saying. What is it to you? What is it to you? Because it's just like, we have to really lock in. Because it's not about us. It's not. As much as we wanted to make it to be, it's bigger than you. And what are you going to leave 100 years from now? Yes, you might be forgotten. And maybe you might not be forgotten. But I'm not going to sit with like, yeah, we're going to be forgotten 100. It don't matter if you do or you don't. It's like, what do you want to leave? Because you're not here to just be a slug. You're not here to just consume. You're not here to just eat processed food. You're not here to consume the bullshit lies that they tell us. And they tell us that in school. They tell us that in religion. They tell us that in food. They tell us that in everything that we do. They tell us lies. They manipulate the past and tell us in the present so we can fear the future. Do you see the pattern? Do you see the cycle? Do you see what's going on in front of your eyes? Or do you even want to see? Or you see it and you just don't want to do nothing about it? No way that it's going to be okay that people continue to live like this 100 years from now. So it's just like, at the end of this, it's just like, okay, Reef, what do we do? What do we do? How could we change the system? You know, it's crazy because like what's popping in my head right now, a couple weeks ago, I met some people that is from Johannesburg. I'm here in Cape Town, South Africa. I met some people from Johannesburg and we was all sitting down talking, having a drink or whatever. And how I always talk about the matrix in the system in the States, they was talking about the matrix in the system in Africa, the continent. And yo, it made me realize that the matrix is not just the States. The Matrix is everywhere. It's the earth. It's all over. The Matrix. It's all over. And when they was breaking down the Matrix in Africa, it really had me think, what do we do? And I said that out loud in the group. I said, what do we do if we know, if we're aware of inflation, we're aware of people not eating, we're aware of homeless, we're aware of this, what do we do? You know what someone said? She said, invest into ourselves. And I was thinking, I'm like, that is, you're right. As simple as that answer is the most powerful answer, is to invest in yourself. Because if you don't invest into yourself, nothing else will change. Right now, me creating this video is me investing into myself. When we think of investment, we automatically think money. No. Investment is the creation. Like I said, me making this video is an investment. What is the investment for? The investment is to wake up others and myself to continue to create. Okay, invest into your music. You make some music that makes people wake up and realize to create, to live, not to survive. Do you see where I'm going at it? So it's just like, at the end of the day, when you're investing into yourself, you are helping others. Do you see that? When you're investing into yourself in a positive way, you are investing into others. Because you can invest into yourself in a negative way. You know, you can go down the wrong path and invest into scrolling on social media, invest into all these drugs and all this alcohol. You can invest into that. Where is it going to go? Nowhere. Excuse me. But it's just like, if you invest into yourself from a creative point of view, you can change something. And it's not just going to be you. You can change. People are watching you. You know, and some people look at that as like a fear-based, like, oh my God, so many people watch it. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. It don't matter. Like, people's watching at the end of the day, you know, and they're going to forget 60 seconds later unless it was really impactful. But more of the story, invest into yourself, create rather than be a consumer. And nobody's perfect. Not even me. You're going to have fuck-ups. You're going to consume. You're going to scroll on media. You know what I'm saying? You're going to eat some junk food. You know, like, nobody's perfect. That's going to happen. And that's okay. But as long as you're aware and you take action, then boom. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just had to get that off of my chest. You know, after typing this up, it's like 3 pages long. And right after, I was like, I have to talk now. I have to speak, you know? And I have to get this out. Eventually, what I typed up, I have to get it out. I don't know how I'm going to get it out, but it's going to get out some way, somehow, you know? And yeah, and also just creating without planning is also a beautiful thing too. Like, this was not planned. I just planned a small percent of my day. I was like, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go to the coffee shop, and I'm going to work on my YouTube intro for another video. Right after that, I was in creation mode. Right after that, I started working on the YouTube intro. I started working on the outro. I started working on the banner. And then all of a sudden, when I started reading a book, and after that, it just takes that one creation to take a step to everything else. It just takes the one creation, the one song, the one poem, the one meme. You know, it just takes the one spark to create other things. So invest into yourself, y'all. Invest into yourself. And this is coming from the unemployed girl, you know? And I just had to get that out. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much if you got through this full video. I appreciate y'all. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel of anything that I said. Or what's on your mind. What do you want to get off your chest, you know? And honestly, like, I'm finna take this down, y'all. And just let it flow. And yes, I hope everybody have a blessed day today or night, wherever it is where you are. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And shalagashi.